Welcome in, race by race preview for Happy Valley on Wednesday night. Paul Lally here to give us all of his selections for the meeting. We're on the C+3 course with the first race getting underway at 7:15. Class 5 over the 1650 is the first. Sunny Baby is up in trip. Nebula last start winner carries an extra £4 for it. Yichong Warrior, a two-time course and distance winner. Daily Beauty's covered ground in his first two starts back. Viva Allah goes from the 1000 to the 1650. Beauty Nova raced wide at Shah 10 and Heng's Choice placed twice this trip, and he comes back from the 1800 metres last time. The speed map here, Paul. Viva Allah, well, 1,000 metres he can lead over, but we're yet to see if he can run out a strong 1650.
Yeah, it's very doubtful, isn't it? But he'll lead in the early stages. I think Millennium Falcon's had a couple of runs now. He'll be fitter for those. He shouldn't be too far away as well. I thought Super Buddy will get a really nice run in behind. Nebula, now he led all the way on the all-weather, but he'll need some luck from a wide draw there. Sunny Baby should get a really nice run up in trip. And Sunwon Glory, he was caught the eye at his last start as well.
His best run so far, Chunwan Glory. But we start though, Paul, with that winning form of Nebula, who always showed in the trials he was going to win a race at some stage. This was the day on the 24th of September, and Daily Beauty races so much better at Happy Valley.
He does, doesn't he? So, yeah, we'll look forward to seeing him back at Happy Valley. Look, the horse went to the front, wasn't challenged and led all the way. He's got a different kettle of fish here. He's drawn barrier number 10. He's back at Happy Valley, and he's only been placed once from his 4 goes at Happy Valley. So, from a wide draw, I'm happy to risk him, actually.
OK. We move on to our next replay, which does feature Sunny Baby. Zach Purton on board him for David Hayes. Zach's got a good record on the horse, and he has the £135. Also in this race is Yichong Warrior. He runs 4th. He's a two-time course and distance winner off ratings of 45 and 43.
I think these two can quinella the race. It was a nice run from both stepping up to 1650. Looks ideal. You can see Sunny Baby when he got in the clear. He finished off nicely enough, and as did Yichong Warrior. So good runs from both these two horses. I've just leaned towards Sunny Baby because I thought he might get a better run.
Might have been a little unfair on Viva Allah in the speed map. He has had 2 starts over the 1650 for a 3rd and a 4th. There was money for him this night. He hasn't been with Manfred for too long.
No, he hasn't, has he? And he's straight on nicely enough here over the 1000. But yeah, look, he has been placed a couple of times. You mentioned just minor placings over the 1650. But the way he races, you'd think he's a little bit better over the sprint distances. He didn't get much luck in the straight there, though. But I don't think it would have made too much difference.
Oh, that was Viva Allah. You've already given us the quinella in race number 1.
I have. The horses that I like here, Sunny Baby, I think Sunny Baby can win. Yichong Warrior being the quinella. Sunwon Glory was a better run from him last time. He hit the line strongly, I thought, and he's drawn nicely in barrier 3, could be slightly closer. And Super Baby from barrier 2. I think he can get in just in behind the pace. So the bottom 2 off the map, and Sunwon Glory in his last run, but I end up with 1, 3, 8 and 5.
It is a Purton and Bowman quinella for Paul to kick off Wednesday night at Happy Valley. And race number 2, further Class 5 racing for the second race, and it is over the distance of 1,200 metres with fingers crossed having the hood off. My Intelligent now with Chris So. Easy 2 has a wider draw. Fighting Star ran 3rd first up behind I Give. Our Class Act has joined the stable of Cody Moe, and Cody's put the tongue tie on for the first time. Peak to Peak is now with David Hayes. Visor off, the hood is on, and Day Rich, a winner at Shark Tin 2 starts ago. He has placed 3 times over the 1,200 metres here at Happy Valley. He's a horse with pace, Paul Day Rich, but more often than not lately he's been ridden off the pace. Wednesday night, however, he might have to do it tough from that wider draw. Yeah,
look, I think he might eventually get across, but he might just have to work to get there because My Intelligent likes to go forward. Miracles led in a recent trial and likes to go forward. And Dragon Kingdom, we know he's very speedy as well. Happy Matador has led as well. Look, Vamos should get a nice run. Our Class Act likewise, and Fighting Star won't be far away.
Our first replay features winning form around Valhalla. Keegan DeMello's first win in Hong Kong. He was probing up the inside. It didn't open up, so in the end Keegan decides to switch out and around heels and is too good at the end of the race. Vamos, Paul, he's now up to start number 24. He's still a maiden. He's gone close a few times. This week, or just keep him on the place line?
I've got him on a place line. Look, he's had his chances, isn't he? And Valhalla beat him fair and square. But Valhalla was second up. He had the he had the pace to come around off those heels and win. He would have been a tragedy beaten if he got beaten, but managed to get out in time.
He did, so that is Valhalla winning that race. This race features quite a few. Day Rich Valhalla again. The win was after this race. Fighting Star in third. Now his trial was really good up at Chungfa. Fighting Star leading into this. Fingers crossed has been back to the trials. He's run fourth. Is Fighting Star the horse you're taking out of this race?
Yeah, definitely. I've got him on top, actually, Fighting Star. Look, he's won off a rating of 39. He's down on this rating of 36 at the moment. And he probably should have got just about won this race. Once he got into the clear, he finished off really strongly. Now, the horse that wins this race, I Give, has now won two races. So the form looks good and the horse hit the line strongly. So, yeah, he's a big chance for me.
Dinnerchip's horses are racing well also. What about Our Class Act? He is now with Cody Moe. He's run third in this trial, was pushed out up the straight, but he has won course and distance off a rating of 42.
That was fresh up as well, off that 42. He's down to a rating now of 35. He goes in for me as well, because he has shown in the past he has got a turn of foot. He's getting a bit older now, is Our Class Act. He's a 5-year-old now, so this should be the right season for him, and I thought the trial was okay.
Oh, it's good up for Our Class Act there in the second race. What is the makeup of your first four?
Going to go with 5 on top here, Fighting Star. Really like that last run of his. Vamos on a place line there, Our Class Act. And I'm going to put Miracles in on a minor line. Zach Burton jumps aboard, barrier number 1. He has run second off 36. He's at the 34 rating, so he can... Look, he sort of drops away quickly, but from barrier 1, I think Zach will get him in the right position. 5, 3, 7, 8.
He had trial well, as Paul said, Miracles prior to that first up performance or last start performance where he did miss the start. So he'll be looking to jump better on Wednesday night. Race number 3, good quality race this one. It's a sprint race and it is a Class 3 event, so part of the DBS Manulife Million Challenge. Over the 1,000 metres they will run. Harmony and Blessed last start winner carries an extra £5. Explosive Witness, a 3-time course and distance winner. Kairos Dragon was known as Just Go and trained by Dion Luciani in Western Australia. Won twice over the 1,000 at Belmont. Humble Star, extra £2 for his second Harmony and Blessed. Sports Legend was with Les Bridge. Won over the 1100 on the Kensington track and also at Warwick Farm. And Amazing Rocky is a 2-time course and distance winner. With Super Axiom down the bottom, Paul, we know he rolls to the front. Harmony and Blessed won't be too far away. It does look tricky though for Majestic Night.
Yeah, back to 1,000 with that pace underneath them, because they're noted speedsters, Super Axiom and Harmony and Blessed, and Amazing Rocky to a degree as well, although he doesn't really perform in this grade. Kairos Dragon won't be far away. Heroic Master, Sports Legend, another one that has shown pace and did lead in a couple, well, was well placed in a couple of his runs in Australia. Humble Star gets back, and Explosive Witness should get the race run to suit.
We'll have more from Paul in just a moment. Derek Long is building a really good association with Harmony and Blessed, and Derek spoke to Nick.
Derek, Harmony and Blessed, one of your rides on Wednesday night. We saw him to great effect last time out. You must have been pleased to get another win on him.
Yes, for sure. He's been very honest, and doesn't matter. He's pretty straightforward. He doesn't need to be lead. He just sit on handy, just keep the momentum. He will fight till the end.
He's got a little bit of versatility really in that respect, hasn't he? I mean, he can lead and win off the front, but then last time out demonstrated that you can take a lead off of a horse like Super Axiom and obviously kick back and win. So you have options with him always.
Yes, well, of course, ideally we try to be lead first. If someone go a bit crazy than him, he don't mind to be second or third, and just keep momentum.
Does he make a jockey's life easy, given that he's sort of very much sort of like a point and shoot horse, isn't he, really? But you know what you've got underneath you is a genuine racehorse.
Yes, like what I say, he's quite honest, very honest, and he won't do anything wrong. He just make sure he jumps sharp and go clean and just straightforward.
Have you had a chance to sit on him since that win, Derek, last time?
Yes, I've been get up him a few times. You know, he fitness is good, everything is good, and hope he can do the same. But this time he will carry the top weight, will be a bit different. We'll see.
Yeah, certainly. Well, I mean, I look back to his form, and he got up to a mark of 83, sort of early last year. I mean, he could compete off of that, but I guess now that he is off a mark of 80, it does just make life that bit tougher for him.
Yes. Well, last time he win by a small margin. and now carry the top weight will be slightly difficult for him, but hope he can do it again.
That's Derek on Harmony and Blessed, a horse that we saw sneaking right up behind them in that replay. Paul is Explosive Witness, and we have seen him race again since. And he did something similar over at Chardin.
He did. Look, he's had no luck whatsoever in both his runs. But the horse is in fine fettle. You can see that he's running well. He's really well rated at the moment. He's off a rating of 77, has won off 92 in the past. So he's getting on in age. Is Explosive Witness. He's a 9-year-old now. But he looks like he's enjoying his racing, and he is finishing off his races really well.
That's a good report for Explosive Witness, and guaranteed to get a good run from Barry number 1. Also, Majestic Knight, he's been in your numbers plenty of times in the past, but a wide draw over the 1,000 metres is going to make it difficult.
Yeah, look, I left him out in this race. I prefer him over the 1,200 metres. Drawn barrier number 9, with all his pace underneath him, that's just a worry for me with him. You can see him, he finished off nicely enough here, but it's just the distance and the draw, really.
And Majestic Knight has run down the straight over 1,000 metres. He placed, but yet to look at the 1,000 metres at Happy Valley until Wednesday night.
Yep, so you have his first go there. I'm going to go with Explosive Witness, though. This horse, I think, is just about ready to win. He's had 2 runs. Humble Star, now he ran a really good race and was just beaten at his last start. Zach Purton jumps aboard. Now, the thing with him, though, is his 2 best runs in Hong Kong have now both been fresh. So let's see if we can go on with it this season. Heroic Master should get a nice run just in behind, and Harmony and Bless should be on the pace there. So 2, 6, 4 and 1 for me.
And race number 3 is the first leg of the early treble, and also the first leg of 6 Up. And race number 4 now. Good clash coming up here. There's a couple of informed horses. One's a last start winner for the Class 4 over the 1650. That last start winner is June Planet. He carries an extra 7 pounds. Above him, Super Baby has his first start for Mark Newnham. Durran Star is getting closer to a win. He's placed 2 from 5 course and distance. Legion of Merit. He is a first up, and he has won and placed first up in the past. Little Fairy has the tongue tie going on. Fearless Fire is on a 7-day backup. Cyber Patch makes his Happy Valley debut, and down the bottom, Beauty Mission wears a visor for the first time, but he does have that wide draw of 11. Fearless Fire, yeah boy, he was a winner 2 starts ago, Paul. He's trialled since and was ridden back in that trial.
Yeah, but when he won, he led, didn't he? And he got away with some really cheap sectionals as well. So, you know, I think he'll go forward, but there is that option to go back as well. Cyber Patch will get a nice run. Super Baby won't be too far away. Legion of Merit, Durham Star should get a nice run along with June Planet, Little Fairy, and then the other 3 should be at the back. E-Talent showing no early speed in his trials. He's on debut.
Interview with Nick to start off with. Hugh Bowman rode June Planet to victory last time and looking to put him into winning orbit once again.
Hugh, June Planet, one of your rides Wednesday night, managed to come good at the 11th time of asking. Pretty tidy win in the end.
It was a good win, Nick. And he's been a consistent horse since he arrived here. I think we spoke about this horse last time before he raced, and you know, last time I rode him at the Valley last season, he went there with blinkers on, and I just couldn't get him to relax. And he still sort of battled on, but the other day without the blinkers, and the pace was very good. So that's one thing I'd just be hopeful of again. Another good fast run race. I think it really plays into his favour. But with that win on the board now, he's effective at the track. I think he can certainly do a repeat performance.
Yeah, talking of that pace, Super Baby could help obviously force them along a little bit. They put him up 5. Does he give you the impression of a horse that does have that little bit more to offer? I mean, I did think at the line he may have had a little bit up your sleeve. Would that be fair?
I feel like he did. It took him a little while to balance up, and his racing pattern, realistically, is probably more suited to Chardin than Happy Valley, but still he gets that good speed, gets into a good rhythm, and just a C+3 course which we're on this week probably dictate as to how I ride him around the corner, but we'll canvass our options when we need to.
Never a negative being on these Casper Founds horse either. His horses are going really well, of course.
Well, he's hit the ground running this season, Casper, and I know he's prepared his team to do exactly that, and the results are coming thick and fast, and hopefully they continue to do so on Wednesday evening.
Daily Beauty, Valhalla, Explosive Witness, June Planet for Casper. Bang, 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 bang in the first 4 races, Paul. But one horse that will be trying to stop him We go from the planet to the star, Durham Star.
Yeah, and he's been racing really well recently, Durham Star. He's drawn nicely in barrier number 2. Zach Purton will jump aboard as well. And you can see him finishing off well here over the course and distance. Look, he's another horse that we have seen that's gone well fresh in the past. He's had a run now, though, and from barrier 2, he should get himself into a nice position. So he's one of the main chances.
D-Star runs later in the program. We can keep the orbital theme going here, Paul, because Beauty Mission is the next horse we need to look at. He ends up running 6th in this race. Didn't have a whole lot of room. His second up record doesn't read terrifically well. He just struggles to draw a gate at Happy Valley too.
Yeah, that's what put me off a little bit, just those things that you mentioned there. And he took a long time to get out, didn't he, here? And once he got out into the clear, like he sort of finished off, but he's still not even out now, is he? So there was clear excuses there, but barrier 11, just a little bit of a worry.
All right, that is those three, and one more to have a look at, and it's a horse that you're going to make a case for. His name is Little Fairy.
Yeah, so Little Fairy had been running a couple of times at Happy Valley. They put the blinkers on in this race for the first time. It was a rain around, and he didn't look like he was really copping it too much, but he still ran on well, and I think it's the blinkers. I think the blinkers really helped him. The tongue tie goes on him for the first time as well. Now, the horse that won this race, Lady's Choice, came out and was pretty impressive running on the weekend without winning. It just sort of went down to a very good horse. So that form stacks up well, and you can see him. See, he never gave it away, Little Fairy. Thought he hit the line well. So now a 4-year-old coming in with those 3 runs under his belt, I thought he could run an improved race.
He's been given 2 trials to prepare for his resumption, and he is the one to beat for you.
Well, look, I'm looking at one at a bit of a price, and I think he'll be a double-figure price in this particular contest. So he's on top. Durham Star and June Planet, obviously the 2 hardest to beat, so they go in next, 3 and the 2. And Fearless Fire, look, he's getting on in age, but from barrier 3, he's going to get a lovely run, and I put him in on a minor line. 7-3-2-8.
That is a preview for race number 4 at Happy Valley, the first leg of the Triple Trio. A scratching time in race number 5. Keep You Warm has been withdrawn, so not seeing him in this race 5, number 2. Mind you, it's supposed to be 35 on Wednesday in Hong Kong, so you won't need to worry about a blanket. It is a trophy race, race number 5, Hong Kong Country Club Challenge Cup. Excellent Peers, an extra £4, full-time course and distance winner. All Greek to Me, cheek pieces on for the first time. Better draw for Beauty Glory. Lucky Archangel on a 7-day backup. Red Elegance is first up, and Tomodachi Kokoro has a hood going on for the first time. Bit of pace here, so good tempo expected. All Greek to Me goes forward. Lucky Archangel on the pace when he ran last week and was victorious. Tomodachi Kokoro hasn't been too far away either, Paul.
No, so fair debate. So I think everyone's going to get their chance, and they should get themselves into the nice positions there. So I don't think anyone's going to be disadvantaged by their draws because it's a smallish field. Beauty Glory will probably just have to go back from his draw, but All Greek to Me led last time and faded late. I think he'll try and do something again.
Red Elegance was a winner on debut. He's first up on Wednesday night. Here's Nick with Jamie Richards.
Jamie, Red Elegance, I imagine, you'll correct me if I'm wrong, that this might be a horse that you're looking forward to this season.
Yeah, he seems to be coming along well. He raced well last time and then he just lost his way a little bit. But his last run at Happy Valley was good, and we thought we'd put him away and give him a nice summer break. And he's had the benefit of being up in Chung Fa, and he's trialled well up there a couple of times. So hopefully he can do a good job for the stable this season.
How do you feel that he has improved or come on for that time in Chung Fa, Jamie? What's sort of developed with the horse, if anything?
Well, he just seems to be a little bit more mature. His body weight's pretty similar, but I think just when you give the horses a little bit of time, and they've had a few races in their last season, they often come out and can improve. So we're hoping that he does that, but he seems to be in good shape. He's got a nice draw, so a few things in his corner for Wednesday night.
And those couple of trials, he did win one. He was third to Stoltz, who's now gone on and won a Group 3. So I know it's only trials form, but that said, he had trialled really well.
Yeah, he trialled well up the straight there. The horses have been trialling well up there. It's a little bit hard to get a line on their form sometimes, but as you say, hopefully Stoltz and everybody seems to be happy with where he's at and how he's going.
You mentioned that he sort of lost his way a little bit last season. Obviously, that final run at Happy Valley was a good one. We'll get to that in due course. But going back to the beginning, I mean, he beat Lucky Encounter, who's now sort of rated mid-70s, so the form's pretty good in the book.
Yeah, the handicapper didn't miss him after his first win, and then he sort of just struggled to find his form a little bit. But as you say, he's got good form around him, and hopefully we can see him continue to work his way through the handicaps this season.
And on that Happy Valley run, Jamie, he was impressive in the way he ran home. I mean, he really did attack the line and hit it strongly, didn't he?
He did, and hopefully he'll just be in behind the pace there from a nice draw on the tomorrow night, and hopefully again we can see him find the line well. We were tossing up whether we win 1,000 or 1,200 first up with him, but off the back of a couple of trials, we thought 1,200 was more suitable.
Has he got a lot of natural speed, given that you think that he sort of 1,000, 1,200 might come alike?
Yeah, well, he was fast enough to win down the straight here over 1,000, wasn't he? So he's got a short, sharp sort of action. Looks like he's got a bit of pace, and hopefully we can see that again.
That's Jamie. This is Paul, and this is Euro Rocks coming up in our first replay, running second behind Self-Improvement last time. Did you like this run, and what about coming to Happy Valley?
I did. I really like this run, and he's got this run under his belt now, so he'll be fit. Now, he's my Swiss ace, and we've seen that progeny do very well at Happy Valley. They just sort of suit it there. He's never been here before, so that's the query. But in a field of 8, I think the horse is showing plenty of ability since he's got here in Hong Kong. And as now sort of a year older, as a 5-year-old, this would be the right season for him, and I think he can go ahead and win a few.
Francis Louis stable, absolutely airborne at the moment too, with 11 wins for the campaign. Next up, Paul, is a horse you were keen on last time, Excellent Peers. He's going to have to lump an extra £4 for this fourth behind Exponential, but he has a good draw. Hugh Bowman has his second right on the horse. How does he fit into this race?
Yeah, no, I've got him as well back in. He's drawn nicely in barrier 2, so he should get an economical run along the rail there. And he finished off the race nicely enough, and with this run under his belt, I think he'll run well once again.
And that was Excellent Peers. Beauty Glory, Brenton Avdulla rides him for Tony Cruz. This is all Greek to me leading, and he's surely going to be leading probably at about the same point this week, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so. It's just whether he can sustain it to the line, and I'm not so sure. So, look, I've included him, though, because we know he's a very consistent horse, all Greek to me. So he definitely goes in, but look, he was just mugged late there, wasn't he?
The smart one beat him, Dancing Code Beauty Glory getting past him up the inside. Last Wednesday night, Lucky Archangel winning. He went forward from a wide draw and set up outside of the speed, but his biggest concern is the little arrow next to his name pointing up in grade.
Correct. 11 starts in the grade, and the best he's done is a 4th, so that speaks volumes for me. Look, I haven't included him. I thought this was exactly the right race for him, and so it turned out, and he did win nicely. So, look, he doesn't go in for me.
OK, so wait till he gets back down in grade, perhaps, for Lucky Archangel. Your selections, Paul?
Yes, so, look, the horse I like here is the 6 here, Euro Rocks. I think he can win this, coming to Happy Valley for the first time. Red Elegance will be tough to beat, though. He goes well fresh. All Greek to me, and Excellent Pairs. So 6, 8, 3 and 1 here in race 5.
And race number 5 is the first leg of what is the third double trio at Happy Valley. And race number 6 now, our preview for this race, and in it is a race over the 1200 for the Class 4s. Denfield at the top of the book. He's had a trial since running third last time behind Mega Bonus. Leslie stable change now with Michael Cheng. Primorta is on the class drop. Ninja Derby has the hood and the crossover noseband going on. High Percentage is placed second up. Flaming Eagle visor off, pacifiers with Cowls go on, and August Moon and Speedstar we've both seen so far this season. August Moon up to his third start for the campaign, Paul. Looking at the speed map here, is there a real natural leader in this?
No, there's not. So Compassion Super is drawn wide and Hardy Wish is drawn wide, and they're the two that do like to race on the pace. So I think they'll both come across from those wide draws. Speedster's drawn ideally, so I think he can kick up and get a lovely run. High Percentage should get himself into a nice position along with Flaming Eagle, August Moon. United Warriors has drawn 1, but he hasn't really got that early pace, and the others will have to get back. Now, Denfield got back last time because he missed the start. But from barrier 9, I think he'll go back anyway.
OK, he's going to be in our first replay too, Paul, is Denfield. As you said, he missed the start and he got crunched after it as well. Gets to the outside, rattles home, but will have £135 on his back again. Yeah,
look, he was at 1.5 in this race, so everyone expected him to win, but everything went wrong for him. And the horse that won Mega Bonus set up some pretty cheap sectionals, so he couldn't get to him. Now I think this race will be run at a stronger pace, so I think he'll get his opportunity.
Our next replay features High Percentage, who ran 7th. His previous run at Happy Valley was quite good. He gets to the outside, What did you make of this performance? He went off in the market at 6.3 in this.
Yeah, look, I thought he had his opportunity, but he's come on from this run, so that's a positive there. Look, he just sort of faded out a bit late. About here, I thought he was really going to flatten out and finish in the top three, but look, it was a bunch finish, wasn't it? So he wasn't too far away. He did run that second behind Solar Partner. I thought it was a good run when he did run second.
It was indeed. So that's high percentage. This is a trial, Paul, around Flaming Eagle, Karasteton Pierrong. He is a horse that has placed first up in the past, course and distance winner, and Pierre's horses we know have been ready to go all season.
They're going really well, and this horse will be very fit coming into the race, and the visor will come off him. He's drawn nicely in barrier number 5 as well. Just a one-time winner from his 14 starts, but the horse is going well. I thought the trial was good, so yeah, I'm going to include him as well. All
right, that is our final replay. Universal Pursuit is the horse winning that trial. So he is in, no doubt Denfield is too.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Denfield. I think he can atone in this race. Hopefully it's a race run to suit for him. High percentage, Flaming Eagle. The one we haven't talked about is number 12, Speedster. I've done it off the speed map because he's going to be right behind the pace. He's going to get his opportunity. And he comes in with a really light weight as well. And he has been a consistent horse. 1, 7, 10, 12.
That is the preview, and race number 6, the first leg of the second treble. Race number 7, scratching time, the scratching alert with a withdrawal of Unison. He's debuted delayed, in comes a firm. Jerry Chow takes 2 off for Ricky Yu. Second last is a class 4 over the 1200 metres. Righteous Arian first up for the season. Joy Cummings looking for 3 in a row. Watch Buddy's looking for 2 in a row. Co-partner Ambition wears blinkers again. Tactical Commanders had a stable change. Was with Richard Gibson, now with Mark Newnham. H.Ed Torbian's won second up in the past, and Lyrical Motion has moved from Chris So to the Casper Founds stable. Looking at some speed here, Paul. Watch Buddy goes forward, as does Joy Cumming. Do you think he's going to have the speed from barrier number 12 to get up outside the leader?
Yeah, I think he does. We've seen him go forward in the past, Joy Cumming, so he will have to work a little bit. Keith Young aboard. He's been lucky in his draws previously. He's been drawing low figures in his last 6 or 7, but I think he'll just have to be used up a little bit to come across. Firm comes into the race, but with a bad draw, he just could be caught a little bit wide here because he's a horse who does. We've seen him go forward in both his starts.
More from Paul shortly. Interview though. Nick out at track work to talk to Keith Young to see if he thinks Joy will be coming home again.
Keith Young, the run of form continuing for you. We'll touch upon that shortly. But this Wednesday night, you've got Joy coming in race number 7, a horse who looked pretty good last time.
He is. He's not a very eye-catching horse in the morning. He was very lazy, laid back. And then whenever it came to the race, he shows his big heart.
It was a good win last time, for which the form has been frank. Lucky Gore finishing 6th. He's come out and won since. So. But he's a horse, Keith, who doesn't seem to do a great deal in front when he hits the front. He's won both those races by a short head. Does he save a bit for himself, this guy?
Yes, as soon as he hit the front, and he sort of just wait for the others. And then when he sees other comes, and then he will kick again. So now he needs challenge.
Talking of a challenge, your biggest challenge on Wednesday night could be your draw. Now, gate 12, C+3. Tell me how you overcome that.
Exactly. It's very tricky gate, especially with the top weight. He's got speed, so hopefully, and it doesn't look very much speed in the race. So hopefully we can just get a course, not without doing too much.
Is he a horse that's got good gate speed? Is he quick away from the gates always?
He does. He jumps quick, and he shows he's got a quick foot.
He's certainly proving himself a quick horse with those wins. As for your form, we spoke before the weekend. Delighted to see Kai Ying Cheer win. I imagine you were even more so. He looks a very nice horse, doesn't he?
Ooh, yeah, it was a close finish, and I was just lucky to get the ring. No, he's a lovely horse to ride, and he shows his ability, and it was really impressive that he fought back.
It's a good attitude and good trait to have in a horse, isn't it? Especially for one so young. The fact that he did sort of get up off the canvas and battle back. I mean, it's a very impressive win, really.
Oh, he did. And it's always not easy for a horse and with at the debut and can finish like him. So hopefully he can do better next time.
I'm very relieved Keith Young there getting the favourite Kai Ying Chi home on debut. Righteous Arian Paul is our first replay. Here he is at Sha Tin under a good hold in this trial. He's a horse that has won over the 1200 metres. Good draw for his resumption too.
Yeah, look, I think he's a big chance in this Righteous Arian. The trial was good leading into it. Tony Cruz has obviously given him plenty of work, and he has, and he could have easily won this trial, I think, the way he was going, but he just tucked back in behind, and we know he likes Happy Valley, so expect a big run from him.
Good report for a Righteous Arian from Paul. And finally, we've got two in this trial. Now, we've seen co-partner Ambition at the races since. He's run second behind Super Winner, and he has won second up in the past. What about Watch Buddy? He's had the 2 trials, extra £6 for the victory on the 6th of July.
Look, it took a while to win that race, 5 starts in fact, but that was his first start at Happy Valley, and he won it really nicely. So I think he's a horse that could be suited by the Valley. So look, I give him a bit of a chance. You can see there's a lot of rain around this day, and he wasn't pushed around at all. So I think he's a horse who's sort of finally clicked. When I say finally, I mean 5 starts isn't that many, but it's enough to get him ready up and running this season.
And Green and White winning that trial was huge in winning at Sha Tin recently. Your first 4 numbers.
Going to go with Watch Buddy. I think he can make it 2 in a row and have a reasonable season, especially here at Happy Valley. Joy coming. Look, he's got to get across from barrier 12. That was the key. Righteous Arian was a really good trial. Melbourne Hall is very consistent, and he should get a really nice run from the inside barrier draw. 3, 2, 1, 7.
Alexi Vidal and Ricky Yu for Paul to win race number 7. We wind it up on Wednesday night with race number 8, the final race on the card over the Class 3 of 1650 metres with Zone D first up. Maldives second up, 2-time course and distance winner. First look at 1650 for Brilliant Way. It's not Red Majesty's first tango. 8-time winner, course and distance. Silver Sonic, a last start winner. Romantic Lau now with Cody Mo. HK Dragon, a 2-time course and distance winner. And a stable change for Intrepid winner was Tony Millard now with Michael Cheng. Speed here, Paul. We've got Chrysos going forward. Red Majesty outside here. 18 Palms is never too far away. It's Romantic Lau who's out there 3 wide around Maldives and Zone D. Yeah,
I think he'll go back Romantic Lau from his draw. Barrier number 12 just ran a bit of room there, but he might be right at the back. But look, Chrysos should lead. Red Majesty's the alternative leader because we know he's led in the past. We didn't lead last time. 18 Palms, I think whatever's going to happen, it's going to get a lovely run just in behind. Then Royal Pride won't be far away. Silver Sonic, Brilliant Way, back to Intrepid winner. And D-Star, I think he might have to go back from barrier 10.
It's a wider draw than what he has had at his last 2 wins, Paul D-Star, but he can't have done any more over the 1650 at Happy Valley. He's 2 for 2.
This is a really good run from him. This horse is going really well at the moment, D-Star. So he's won his last couple, and he's done it the tough way both times as well. He's going to have to do it once again. That's the problem because he's drawn this barrier number 10. But look, he's a hard horse to leave out because he tries so hard.
Carries 113 pounds, so way less for the rise in grade and the claim for Angus Chunga. Red Majesty, he was second first up and a touch unlucky, got a bit of a squeeze up, and you don't mind 18 Palms here with that extra run under his belt. Yeah,
look, he's had this run now, so he'll be second up. He's been a very consistent horse. He just came to the end of it here. He's going to get a really nice run from barrier number 2, right in behind the pace. And I think fitness just sort of told a little bit late. He wasn't too far away from the winners, I thought.
That is 18 Palms. You were with Maldives last time. There was money for him. You can see him sneaking through against the inside. Brenton Avdulla does have a pretty good record on the horse, but he did have every chance here. He
did. Look, he got his opportunity. I'm going to include him as well, again, just because the horse is close to a win, I think. And look, here, the gap was there. He could have easily gone through. But Rising from Ashes, who did win the race, won it nicely. But he didn't give it away. He hit the line strongly enough.
Yeah, he kept on pretty well there at the end. And finally, some trial form around Romantic Lau. That's a Tomodachi Kokoro in the lead, who we see earlier in the night. He's a horse, Romantic Lau, that's won 2 from 8. And Cody Mo looking to train him for his first victory.
Yeah, look, I'm just worried about the draw for him. He won a couple of races last season, so we know he's got the ability. He has Romantic Lau. He was just clicked along in this trial and stayed on there for second. But from barrier 12, I'm just happy to watch him go.
And that is a look at the runners and some replays in race number 8. How do we get a bank for Sunday in the last?
Yeah, I like 18 Palms. I think he can win the last. So he's on top for me. We'll make him the best of the afternoon as well, or the evening, I should say. Maldives and D-Star, we've talked about those two. They should both get good runs. And Silver Sonic, look, he came right at the back end of last season. The stable's going really well. So I think the horse, he should map well. He maps well, so he should get his opportunity just on a minor line. I think 9 can win. 9-2-7-5.
And there you have it, all the race-by-race previews for Happy Valley on Wednesday night. 8 races, C+3 circuit. It'll be fine, it'll be warm, and the first race gets underway at 7:15.